Hello everybody, my name is Mike. Welcome to my Booktube channel. It's brand new to me. This is my first video I've ever made, so give me some grace. Bear with me, because it's probably not going to be very good. But I wanted to go through the 10 questions of a Booktube Newbie Tag. Off the top, I'm not going to edit any of my videos. I'm just going to turn on my camera on my phone and record. So question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? It's really just to be part of the conversation on Booktube online. I've watched Booktube and YouTube for many years now and follow a lot of great booktubers, so I just wanted to kind of join in on that. Number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Right now, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. You know, I'm new at this. Maybe the better I get, the more comfortable I become, those things will become more apparent, but right now I just don't have a good answer. Number 3 is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Like I said, just being part of the conversation, you know, the community that is Booktube, and you know, hopefully talking to some good people and having some good conversations about those things. Number 4 is, why do you love reading? I love reading because it's a nice escape, you know, just from everyday, day to day. Most of us work a full-time job, have family, things like that. So it's just a nice, relaxing thing. You know, there's a lot of genres out there, tons of different books, you know, that you can get into. And a lot of people, you know, they get into movies and that's their escape. And I like movies too, but mostly for me, it's books. I collect books and read books, which probably most people that read books do. Let's see, number 5, what book or book series got you into reading? The first book I can remember reading as an adult would be From the Corner of His Eye by Dean Koontz. Once I found that book and I read it, it was amazing. It was a great story, and I've been a reader ever since. Let's see, number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't really have any questions as far as Booktube goes, you know, like how to make videos, things like that. Like I said, I'm just doing this on the fly, so I'd probably more ask like the personable side of questions. You know, like what do they do for a living, you know, besides YouTube, their day-to-day life, things like that. I just like to talk to people and get to know them. Let's see, number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? For me, it's just the awkwardness of watching myself in the camera, recording a video and hearing the sound of my own voice. That's probably just going to be the main thing for me to overcome. Number 8, when did you start reading? Probably when I was about 21, 22, early 20s. That's when I started reading. Number 9 is, where do you read? Primarily in my room, my bedroom at home, in bed, in the evening, you know, before bedtime at night. For me, I need quiet space, a quiet place to read. I think a lot of people, you know, they can read pretty much anywhere they go. You know, airports, family get-togethers, whatever, you know, out to dinner, things like that. They can read. I cannot do that. You know, if I'm in a room and there's a TV in the background, it distracts me, and I can't focus on the book. You know, so it doesn't have to be dead silence, but it does help if it's quiet. You know, when I'm reading. And number 10, the last question is, what kind of books do you like? Really, anything fiction. Maybe the different question would be, what do I not like? And that might be easier. That's going to be more like your hardcore fantasy, just because I don't have the mind for it, you know, like the really intense world building, things like that. It's really hard for me to get into that. I think just because there's too much going on and it's hard for me to follow. Maybe some sci-fi. I've read some sci-fi books, but I haven't read a lot, so I can't really say that I don't like those, but pretty much anything else. Mostly fiction though. I do read some nonfiction, but not a lot. You know, just if something piques my interest and I'll grab it, you know. And that's it, really. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.